Charles D'Angelo may be able to help you.
We hope so. He joins us now with tips on how you can make a terrific transformation. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful. Good. And we're looking at you right now, and we're saying this is the after. And before, you weighed, it says here, 366 pounds?
356 pounds.
356. How many pounds did you lose?
156 pounds in 2 years total.
How did you do it, Charles? That's what everyone wants to know.
Two big things. One is a lot of exercise, and secondly, changing how I was eating. I didn't take any pills, anything like that. Just started eating correctly and started exercising, two things I'd never done before.
How much exercise and what kind of foods did you give up, and what are you eating now?
Well, I got rid of all the foods that were, I guess you could consider unhealthy.
Junk foods?
Fast foods, easy foods, things that were really acceptable but that were unhealthy, that I thought tasted good, that just were really bad for me. I started walking on a treadmill 5 times a week. I started out at about 25, 30 minutes and went and progressed from there forward over a 2-year period.
So 2 years it took you to do this. You know, so many people have the New Year's resolutions, and about this time is when they start falling off from that resolution. What advice do you have for them to stay focused and to, you know, keep their goal?
What I suggest to people is 3 things. I have 3 tips, really, that I found kind of congruent along all of my different clients that are successful. One is I always tell people to ask themselves, where is your current behavior taking you? Because we know that your life is never at a standstill. You're either moving closer to where you want to be or further away. We know that every decision you make day in, day out is influencing the overall outcome, no matter how small the decision might be. So you have to ask yourself, when you're making choices of what you're going to eat, if you're going to exercise, is that taking you closer to the body you deserve to have, or is it moving you further away? Because sometimes we get into this routine of saying, well, I should go work out. I really should eat better. What you have to do is you have to turn your shoulds into musts. You have to make everything you've been telling yourself you should do into something you have to do or must do.
Okay, that's number 1. Let's look at number 2.
Number 2 is changing your brain's connections. Today, the average kid in our society is 10 pounds heavier than the average child 10 years ago.
Wow.
The average adult is 32% heavier than he was or she was 10 years ago. That's what I find is a problem with what people connect with happiness. In our society, in our culture, in American culture, whenever we're really happy, when we're excited, when we're really feeling a sense of pleasure, there's usually a lot of unhealthy food around. When we're at concerts, when we're at sporting events, when we're with family, friends, and our brains start to connect that feeling of joy with the bad foods. It's not the food, it's not the hot dog, it's not the nachos, it's not those unhealthy foods that make you feel bad. In fact, it's those things that make you feel worse. What you have to do is realize, yeah, my brain's making connections. Associate all the pain that you feel by being overweight and unhealthy with those unhealthy foods.
Gotcha.
And finally, the 3rd tip?
The last tip, of course, is to set unreasonable expectations.
Unreasonable.
Unreasonable.
I don't understand that one.
Okay, good. I'm not saying unrealistic here.
Okay.
I'm saying unreasonable, things that can't change. I have clients that come in sometimes that want to work with me, and I say, what would just blow your mind to see happen in 12 weeks? And they say, oh, lose 5 or 6 pounds. You have to set high goals. So what if you don't get there? You'll end up a lot better off than you ever thought possible. So set goals that you think that would just be unreasonably able to be changed. That's something that, you know, it's a must that has to happen and that you're not going to change along the way. You have to be consistent. You have to make sure that day to day you're making the right decisions and stick with it.
If Charles sounds like a coach, it's because he is. He's a nutrition coach at the Powerhouse Gym, so you can get more information from him there. Also, you have a before and after picture.
Yeah, we've shown that.
We saw that. Okay, I missed it. I wished I'd seen that. Well, I'm going to look at the story on myfoxstl.com. Also, there they are again. Thank you. Oh, that's incredible.
Isn't that?
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, this is the subject of a Fox Files report. We're going to have that tonight on Fox 2 News at 9 o'clock. Charles, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, no problem.
We appreciate it.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, a St. Louis doctor who pioneered a breakthrough surgery for women who couldn't have children.
Yeah, up next.